This kaftan took me 1 hour approximately to create. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Miss Fit Clothing, and today I'm going to be showing you a detailed way to recreate this kind of kaftan for yourself. This has the rich auntie, big auntie vibes, and then you can never get it wrong with wearing a kaftan such as this. If you're interested, I am also very much interested to show you. So guys, this is 3 yards of fabric that I folded into this 4-piece, like you can see. So I'm just going to take the length of the kaftan. I'm using 40 inches. This 40 inches is plus folding allowance. Ideally, I need 38 inches. Afterwards, I came down by 2.5 inches. So I readjusted it well so that we can see it properly. On this part, that is where I'm going to be coming down with my shoulder slants. So again, like I said earlier, I came down by 2.5 inches. So I'm just going to make the slant this way. So I'm going to come down for the both neck, both the back and the front. I came down by 2 inches for the depth. Then for the width, I'm using 3.5 inches for the width, both for the back and the front. Next, I'm going to mark the sleeve measurement. For this one, I'm using 8 inches for the sleeve. If you feel 8 inches is not okay for you, you can use your preferred measurement for the sleeve part of it. So I'm going to align it properly again so that we can see the full length of what I'm trying to do. So underneath, I marked 15 inches, which is going to serve as the opening. You don't want it so big and shapeless. Also, 15 multiplied by 2 is going to give you 30. And remember that our fabric is on fold. So whatever we measure is going to be multiplied by 2 once it has to do with the width. And so for the body part of it, I figured out that it was very big. So I had to mark out 20 inches for the body measurement. So I'm going to measure 10 inches downward. Then I will slant it into the body of this fabric, like what I'm doing right now. Make sure to leave at least 1 inch or ½ inch as the seam allowance. After cutting it out, this is what we have. So we need to further deepen the neck, and we don't want to do that to the two of them, meaning the back and the front piece. So we would remove a piece from this so that we can deepen one, so that one can serve as the front, which is a deepened neck, and the other can serve as the back. So after removing one, I'm going to go down further by 2 inches for the neck. So I'm just going to be linking it up with the shoulder as well. At this point, make sure that the neck is not wider than what you have at the back. Afterwards, I'm still going to come down by 2 inches. But at this point, look at how I'm going to curve this one and cut out. So for this part, I'm going to take out ½ inch, which is 1 when you open it. Then I'll link it to the 2 inch depth. So I'm just going to be cutting it this way. So I'm going to open it to show us what it looks like. This is what it looks like for the front. Also, I'm interested in knowing where the half of this front piece is. Trying to say I need the middle part of this fabric. I just need that to be like a defined middle for this front piece. So I'm just going to fold it into 2 like this, and then I'll just use my pressing iron to just iron on this part so that it gives me a clear definition of where the middle part of it is. So I'm going to use my pressing iron on this part. This is what it looks like. You can see the line running from the middle, from the top of it to the bottom of it. And then this is an Ankara pattern that I had already cut out and dressed. You can also see that I made a line in the middle so that I can place them middle to middle. Make sure you align them perfectly together. Place the middle of each fabric on the other, the middle of this Ankara fabric to the middle of this our kaftan that we're trying to make, you know. So at this point you can use a pin to pin them down, or you can use a hemming gum to hold it down for you. So whatever works for you, just go ahead and use it. The reason I'm not going to use I didn't use a hemming gum was the fact that if I needed to adjust a little and I had ironed the hemming gum to my fabric, it was going to be a little difficult to remove, and most times it leaves a stain on it, so I don't want that. So I'm going to be using pins. After pinning it down, I'll just head over to my sewing machine and sew on the edges round about. See the shape like a diamond, you just sew on it. So this is what it looks like afterwards. So I went ahead and I made some straps. I'm going to be attaching it to this part of the neck, leaving at least half of an inch away from the first round neck that we cut out. And then for the second part as well, don't forget to leave the ½ inch before you place your straps. Then I pinned it down with a pin. Also, I had cut out a part that I want to use to clean up the neckline. So I'm going to be placing them good side to good side. Don't forget that. I'm going to be placing them on each other like this, and then I'll use pins to hold it down for me. So I'll head over to my sewing machine and I'm going to be stitching at this point round and finish up. And then for the back as well, I'm going to head over and just sew it round and come back to show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. You can see the pattern perfectly aligned. As I'm just going to lay the back to the front, remember again, it is good sides to good sides. So I'm going to lay them on each other, the back and the front, and I'm going to start with the shoulders. This is the piece that I used to clean up the neckline. So I flipped one through to the other side. I flipped the back piece to the right side of it, and then I'm just going to pin it down all through to the end of the shoulder. Also, if you're still watching at this point, I want to say thank you so much for having a reason to come back to my channel. Also, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, to do me a lot of good if you support me by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I'm going to head over to close the shoulders. I'm going to leave hair open because my hand is going to be passing through there. Then I'm going to be closing the sides all the way from the sleeve point down. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the second part of it. Close the shoulders, leave the sleeve open, close the sides all the way down. This is what it looks like at the end of the day. You can see the bold pattern boldly on the front part of it. Also see the strap, see the neck. This is looking so lovely and beautiful. So I'm going to be weaving the edges, you know. Then after that, I'm going to be folding it. So at this point, go ahead to sew on it, close it, and use your sewing machine to completely close that side up. So what I like to do is after weaving it, I just fold it to the length that I want. It could be 1 inch or 1.5 inch. Then I iron it because ironing leaves it a mark that just gives you like a direction on where to apply either your hemming gum or where to stitch. Once a part for it is defined, I just go ahead and I use my hemming gum and use my hot iron to close it up. For the neck part of it as well, I'm just going to cut the hemming gum into tiny pieces and just bring the pieces down and just iron it so that it holds the lining, what we're assuming as lining, it holds them together. But before then, I'm just going to go ahead and weave the edges of the lining. Also, I'm going to weave the edge of this one as well, then use my hemming gum to finish up. For the down part of it, I'm going to fold it first with an electric iron before I use my helming gum to finish it up. You can decide to just close them or just finish everything with your sewing machine, but I just don't like to see threads. Once I make some dresses, I don't like to see threads all around. That's why most times I like to finish them up with my helming gum. So let me know if this video was helpful to you, if you like it, if you'd love me to make more creations like this, or you have a style that you want me to recreate. I will be in the comment section taking all your comments, answering your questions. Thank you very much, guys, for always sticking with me. It means so much. At the end of the day, this is what the result looks like. Can you see the bold Ankara pattern on this dress? It is so lovely, and it can just give you that confidence that if you like what you see and you would love to see more, it will mean a lot to me to give me a thumbs up, comment on this video. Please help by subscribing if you're coming across this channel for the first time. Also, don't forget to leave your notification bell on because I upload videos weekly. Thank you guys for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.